Any mistake, somebody's... Oh, Lexus off.
That's the second Lexus, I think. It is the second Lexus.
A damage.
Yeah, damage to that left front, isn't it? Well, actually, the side of the car. We're going to see a replay of what's happened here. Dives down the inside, but it's a little bit too late, isn't it? Spins around the Ferrari and then gets tagged.
That's also the 46 car of Ahmed Al-Hati delayed by that.
So it looked like on board, it's too late, it's too late.
No.
So not only have you sustained some damage to your car and been spun around, I think a penalty is going to be coming your way as well.
Ahmed Al-Hati did well to avoid A, the accident, and B, the gravel trap that was waiting. But Ben Keating picked up 3 places there as a result of all those cars going off in front. And again, this is what racing is all about. It's not about having the fastest car, it's about surviving at the limit of your performance for 10 hours. Good run out of the corner. It looked like from the Cadillac, he got dropped back a little from Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen behind the 2 McLarens as they come by the camera. There's the McLaren. Oh, don't get to see it. Oh, off track goes the first form Manthey Porsche and one of the Valkyries trying to weave their way through as well.
I think maybe the GT car. Oh, and there's a spin. Is that
the caddy?
It's the 38. It's
yeah,
the 38.
Bamba.
4th place. Bamba spun.
I reckon this was the fight that we just cut away from, the fight with himself and Kevin Magnussen down in Sternum. I hope we'll see a replay of that. This is what happened.
Buffalo Girls, and just ran onto the dirty part of the track. He was going around the outside of the...
Well, let's see on board. So he goes,
he tagged the McLaren.
Does he tag the McLaren or does he just lose the rear? Yep, gets hit. 3 into 1, that's a tough one. And where does the McLaren go as well?
Let's hear from the team.
Okay, is the car okay? Is the car okay?
That's fine.
And that door flying back out to the Koda CSP, number 78 car. And the door open on the 009.
You're going to want to come back as quickly as you can, but like with a puncture, as slowly as possible, because if you rip out the mountings for the door, and Marco Sorensen...
must close the door or bring in the car to repair.
This is shades...
009 closes the door or brings the car into repair.
Shades of Neil Jarni last year in Spa in the 99 Porsche behind the safety car, trying to slam the door to avoid having to stop.
He's going to have to be really careful here because it's on the wrong side of the car, but he doesn't want the air to bend that further
to rip it off.
Yes.
Exactly, yeah. Those of a certain vintage may remember doors blowing off 956 Porsches in the early Group C days. This is just, they've probably changed the drinks bottle or pumped something into the oil system and not latched the door
And this
closed.
is where you can see, so this is a true hypercar. It's designed to be a road car, a very good road car. And with it, yeah, there you go, door off. He's driving way too fast, irresponsibly too quick for what was going on there. They're not here to win today. They're here to finish and to have as clean a race as possible. And I think that was, yeah, the team should have been onto him to just slow down. Like we all spotted it. And, I was going to say, so it's a road car design, and you wouldn't design a prototype to have a door mechanism like that, because you want to be able to hold it, you want to be able to get hold of it, and that's what Neil Jarni was able to do last year in Spa because of the different door design.
I don't understand quite why.
Oh,
Trouble, it's the 7.
Oh dear, so Hartley in the pit lane and Mike Conway in a flat spin. So that was probably going to be his lap before coming in. 5th
place at the time that happened for Mike Conway. What happened here?
Oh, just ran wide on the gravel. And does it, no, I was going to say, does that hit the barrier? But no, through the gravel backwards the other way.
Just like Brendan in qualifying.
Yeah, very similar.
Bottoming out on the curbs, runs wide.
But you've got to be careful on those curbs. Here we see on board. This is through turn 5.
Okay, Miles, continue. No cars behind.
That's a really rare mistake from Mike Conway there. Just got the car beached on that serrated curb. That's all it takes. Yeah, like you said, Martin, in a different way to Brendan Hartley's more slow speed coming out of turn 6 yesterday in qualifying where he had that spin, but he did run wide through turn 12, did Brendan Hartley, out of that corner in a similar way. So, yeah, the car must be running quite low.
In trouble
61.
now then. How does this play? How does this play? Christian Reed, bronze driver in the Iron Lynx Mercedes and team principal of the Proton Mustang team. So he is literally racing against his own cars.
Lost it on the exit of turn 9, I'm sure. It's Fuoco now. Definitely one of the most exciting drivers we have in the World Endurance Championship. Exits the pits on all 4 new tyres, and his teammate comes into the pits. Are we going to have a full course yellow, or would this benefit Collado massively? Yes, it would if it does.
Except he won't be able to warm his tyres up. And we just saw there how slow the Ferrari was with all the LMGT3 cars whizzing round him either side because he's on stone cold tyres, and it's like driving on ice.
Oh yeah, just lost it. He had a bit of a tank slapper on the exit of turn 9 there. Doesn't hit the barrier, but only just.
I hope he got a picture of the timings.
Oh no! Oh no! The absolute nightmare scenario for Jota has just happened. Alex Lynn directly into the back of Jenson Button's car. Both cars damaged.
And badly damaged. I'm not sure that's just a clip.
And both cars into the pits. Inevitably, that was Jenson just braking before accelerating through the final corner to get a run, catching out his teammate Alex Lynn, who was going for it. He was desperate not for Jenson Button to get a gap on him. The Jenson accelerates, brakes early, and then Alex is accelerating just as Jenson's braking. Oh dear, the nightmare scenario.
And they had the perfect opportunity with the Lexus holding all of the other hypercars up to really get a break.
He thought he had gone. He thought he had gone. He accelerated and he went with him.
There's a warning flag for car 51. We're aboard here, the number 50. This is a reload.
Oh.
And that was a hit from the BMW. That was I think that was the 20 BMW.
Yeah, it was. You saw the Shell logo on Robin Fryne's helmet there. Fryne's inside. Let's take a look.
No, it was the other car.
No. Oh, no, I think the other car avoided him. He had a certain... Oh, it was
15.
It was.
It was 15, which was on its first flying lap.
Dries van Tor.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
So just to complete the point, as we went with that drama, the other car, the 51 car, it's a warning flag for the overtaking beyond track limits. We've not yet seen a resolution to the other issue of VSC infringement being looked into.
And what they want, no more errors from the whole Ferrari crew, particularly in situations like full course yellows and safety cars.
He's right as well, by the way. We heard Bruce say to Robert that...
oh, look at this. Sorry, Graham. Look at this. Could be a change.
That was a tag as they came through and threaded the needle. And that is the Alpine. That could have been an awful lot worse.
Well, I thought it was going to be an overtake. It was ultimately, but I didn't expect the car to get turned around. And that was, you had the hypercars going in before the final corner, either side of the GT cars. So I need to have another look at that one.
It was at least 3 wide. I think for a moment it was 4 wide.
I think it was 4, wasn't it? And I just sensed as soon as you started talking, sorry to cut in, but look, yeah, in between the two of them, and he has tagged the Porsche. Is that the Iron Dames car? Yes.
He tagged it.
Yeah, exactly. He tagged, yeah. And so this is on the exit in between the two cars. That's risky stuff. And then V is a little bit too far to the right-hand side. I mean, you see a gap. That could have been a high-speed shunt from the car behind as well, of the Ferrari that came up very quickly. And look at that. That could have turned around so quickly.
He was so lucky not to collect both GT cars there.
You know what it reminds me of, Graham? It's the moment we saw last year with Earl Bamber and in Spa.
Yes, indeed.
With the Sean Gallagher BMW incident. It's just these cars are long, and you got to give it time before you cut back in front. And all it takes that one little veer to the right-hand side. It sounds easy, but it's really not. And just that one moment going in between two GT cars. We've all done it. It's something you do, unfortunately, have to do, but particularly when you're defending your position. So I can't blame him for that. What I can blame him for is just veering to the right slightly, because there's nothing that the Porsche could have done and wouldn't have expected it.
Luckily for him, he was pretty close to pit in, so it's new tyres all round for the 35 car.
If they get into the gravel traps, though, the ex-rally crosser probably has the advantage there.
Trouble for 009.
Yeah.
That's in the hands of Roman De Angelis. And that car's been around.
Hasn't it? There's a lot of muck in the track, but it looks like he may just have had a fairly harmless half spin. Unfortunately, he's lost the engine.
It's not in a very nice place either if he can't get that car rolling and quickly.
Yeah, this is on the exit of turn 5.
Like
the corner where Conway had his spin earlier on. It's quite a high speed corner.
Lights are back on the camera mount. 007 is in. He was reporting a vibration on the radio shortly before the spin, so maybe that he's got an issue that caused that. Now, that I think he may have been waiting for the marshals to give him a little wave that there was a gap in traffic. Ooh, well, the first thing he's going to need is some fresh tyres.
What is that smoke in his
Looks like a nut. It looks like a nut. It didn't look like rubber. I think you're right.
The spin, the brake went almost to the floor.
Okay, copy. We box at the end of the lap. Try to get the car back.
Not a piston out of a brake caliper.
It was smoking, whatever it was.
It was not cool, was it, dear? Marshals, put your gloves on.
VSC, VSC.
So this means we get down to control conditions, but pit lane will stay open for 2 laps while they clear up the deconstructed rear end of the Porsche 963, the 99 car in the hands of Nico Veroni, running through the gravel. I think catching the lip of that gravel trap with the rear end of the car, which is what's done quite a lot of damage there. We will then go to safety car, gentlemen. So everybody that wants to pit, which will be pretty much all of them, will pit at this stage. We'll see again the incident.
Yeah, just running wide, and we've seen it so many times. The cars get beached over the lip of that curb, and you've got the car there as well. Before that gravel trap, the driver simply would have just gone straight on, well, carried momentum way off the track, and it would have been a track limit. But the driver now is desperately trying to hang on to keeping the car on the track, and you pay the price of going over